If you have one of these Z-axis spinny presses, hey, this working table is a nice addition to add to that. Now, there's a couple different models available for this. This is the larger one. This comes in at around 65 pounds on it, so this is pretty solid. So basically, this mounts to your drill press, and then you've got a couple different variations. So the drill press is going to be a Z-axis, and this is going to have an X and a Y axis. So it'll basically convert it where you have a 3-axis setup to be able to working table, milling table. But this is really, as far as a typical drill press, that's not really designed for a high side load from the Jacobs chuck. But if you're doing softer material and wood and so forth, you can probably, feather it into it. But what I like about this axis here has a 5-inch travel range from start to all the way to the dead zone. So one thing you have to be cautious of is how far that you can actually run it back before it runs into the shaft of your drill press. Now, the other side, you're looking at 11-inch range travel from start to end on this. So it gives you that capability to move it left, right, forward, and backwards with the stroke of a spinner thingy here. So this right here has 4 different larger notches on it with 10 different smaller notches in between each number. So one full rotation here is going to be one number here, which will be a 1/4 inch on the table movement on itself on the X and the Y axis. But once you get the table locked into place, you've actually got the adjustments as well as the locks in here to lock it. That way, while you're drilling, it's not trying to walk around on you. But then again, if you're looking to do a lot of drilling and milling inside the garage, something, one of these spinny things here, you can add this plate right to the top of it. Now, there's 2 different sizes, so the smaller size might be more typical. But again, it really just depends on the throat, on how deep it goes. So you might have to, bring it out as far as you can to be able to mount it, but then that's the concern as far as that full range of travel. But a working table, milling table, that converts your Z-axis over to an XYZ axis. So if you have, say, a fuel pump, housing or the retainer, so instead of moving it every single time, you can just rotate this around so that way you find that center when you need it to move on to the next hole. So that's going to save you time as far as rotating back and forth. And it does have the slots in it so you can put your typical, bench vices inside of it. So pretty sweet setup. And these right here, usually you just have it set up so you just keep it on the the bench top there, tighten it up, and you're going about your business. So if you want to find more details on the working milling table or the drill press, you can check the link down below to see which one is right for you. There's a 12-inch model as well as a 10-inch model, but this right here is a variable constant speed, and all you got to do is move the lever here to change the RPM range on it. So that makes it super nice when it comes to fabbing in the shop and changing up on different materials. So pretty sweet setup as a combination there.